What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we have got one of the most exciting Digimon cards I think we've ever seen. And I know that is quite a bold claim on my part, and I'm sorry if it sounds quite hyperbolic, but we've got a new Kimeramon, and it actually feels like Kimeramon. And there's so much fun we can actually have here. Now, the translation, I believe, comes from the lovely DTCG review. I think that's what we've got here. And what we've got is a white Digimon. And for only the second time ever, it can Digivolve from anything. You'll notice it's got that same evolution circle as Susanemon. That is the only previous one we'd actually seen with this one. And it was confirmed in an FAQ when Susanemon came out that this multicolour circle means that it can Digivolve from any colour. And you know, the whole point of Kimeramon is that it's supposed to be a chimera, i.e., according to scientificamerica.com, a single organism that's made up of cells from two or more individuals, basically a creature made up of multiple creatures. So, in that regard, I might as well give a shout out to Chimera Games in Nottingham, my original local game store. They are amazing. And basically, Kimeramon should be like this. It should be a Digimon that can Digivolve from any colour, and I absolutely adore that it is. We've got a level 5, 8 cost to play, 4 cost to Digivolve, 8,000 power. It's all a little bit more expensive than it should be. We expect 737 on a level 5, so 848 is all just slightly higher than we would expect. But it doesn't really matter because we've got ways around it. It is also a super rare, but I'm sure you guessed that by now. So, essentially, we've got Jogress Evolution here, but you can already see from the card, you don't need me to translate this for you. It is a level 4 plus a level 4 for 0 cost. This isn't like the cards we saw in the starter deck. This is any level 4 and any level 4. So we can look at something like Dino Beamon from the Imperial Digimon starter deck, which is a level 4 green and a level 4 blue. This is any two level 4s, which is incredibly important, because it just opens up so many options. Literally any deck whatsoever that's playing two level 4 Digimon or more. And I know, but even Rookie Rush decks tend to play level 4s nowadays because playing pure Rookie Rush is much easier to counter. So we see Rookie Rush played with a bunch of level 4s to try and, even things up a little bit. Any deck can play it. So it's not just that it is a white Digimon that can Digivolve from any colour, although that is pretty gosh darned awesome. It is the fact that it Jogress evolves from any two level 4s. For those newer to the party, that means you take two level 4s, mash them together into one stack, and add this on top. But remember, we've seen the rulings. Yes, this Digimon can attack, even if one or both of the Digimon you Digivolved from were suspended, and even if one of them was played this turn. You can basically cheat and attack this way. It's also important to note, yes, you can attack with both the level 4s, and then Jogress evolve into this and attack a third time, getting 3 attacks from 2 Digimon. It is ridiculous. Honestly, right, you're telling me it can Digivolve from any colour, and it can Jogress evolve from 2 level 4s, and it's an 8,000 power level 5. I don't need anything else. I'm excited about this card because it can Jogress evolve from any two level 4s, but it actually keeps going. So what we've got here is, when you Digivolve, you may choose a level 5 or lower Digimon from your trash and place it as the bottom card of this Digimon's evolution sources. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, up to 4 of your opponent's Digimon lose 4,000 power for each colour this Digimon has. Oh. Well, that seems pretty good. Because you can get a different level 2, 3, and 4. Then you use this skill to put a level 5 under, or any other colour, doesn't really matter, whatever you want, and boom. So 4 of your opponent's Digimon get minus 4,000 power. I cannot be the only one that thinks this sounds ridiculous. This sounds completely and utterly crazy, over the top ridiculous. Because you're wiping all your opponent's little Digimon out, and not for nothing, but you can get any skill you want. Any inheritable skill whatsoever from any level 5 or lower Digimon, you can just grab from your trash and whack it under. Now, for me, straight away, I'm thinking retaliation. I'm going to get me a Devimon, whacking it under, boom, I've got retaliation. That sounds fun to me. But this is one of those where it's not even really worth me starting to reel off any options, because there are quite literally too many options. Any inheritable skill whatsoever from any Digimon that's level 5 or lower, you can now just whack under and have this, regardless of what colour it is. Like, I cannot be the only one. So now, we've got the fact it can Jogress from any 2 level 4s, which is nuts. The fact that you can get any level 5 or lower Digimon with a great inheritable skill and whack it under when you Digivolve, which is nuts. The fact that you can potentially minus 4,000 power for your opponent's Digimon, I mean, come on! Oh yeah, and on your turn, this Digimon is treated as having every colour of the Digimon cards in its stack. If this Digimon has 4 or more colours, it gains 4,000 power. Oh, well, that's pretty gosh darned awesome now, isn't it? And remember, you can Jogress evolve, which means that you could basically get a level 3 and a level 4 that are different colours, because remember, we got plenty of evolving from one colour to another, twice, and then Jogress evolve into this, boom, 5 colours. Because bearing in mind, you've got white here. That's redonkulous. Honestly, right, by the time you build in the evolution skill that puts a card under, the fact that this is a white Digimon, the fact that we've got dual colour Digimon here, and bearing in mind, if you've got a dual colour Digimon in your stack, you'll have both those colours. And the fact that you're Jogress evolving 2 Digimon, so you're combining 2 stacks, it is really not difficult to get 4 different colours onto this Digimon, get the 4,000 power, and lower 4 of your opponent's Digimon by 4,000. It is really not difficult. And now, like, not only am I Jogress evolving this level 5, but it's a 12,000 power level 5. And the average, up till recently, the average level 6 has had 11,000 power, but honestly, the last couple sets, we've seen more that are above 11,000 than are 11,000. But my point is, you are still legitimately taking out level 6s, and when you attack the stack with this, you're only worried about bigger level 6s or level 7s. 12,000 power is big. 12,000 power is significant. And it is really not difficult. I mean, the lovely Mara Pinto over on Twitter has gone and given an example, which I'm just going to go ahead and steal, because it's a nice one, and if I made up my own one, it would basically be the same as this, and I want to give some love to someone who's cool. So what you do is you hatch a blue egg, and then you Digivolve it into that Wormmon from the starter deck. And of course, that Wormmon from the starter deck just so happens to be a green Digimon, which can evolve from blue, so now you've got blue and green. Job's a good un. You then go and do the same thing, but with cards from the other starter deck. So, for instance, you could go and get a Salamon or a Lopmon, either of those would work, onto a purple Digitama, or a Tsukaimon onto a yellow Digitama. Those are 3 different options to get you to the same place. And oh look, I've now got 2 stacks of level 3s, and I've already got 4 different colours. I then take my Wormmon, and I evolve it into Shurimon from BT8. Oh look, that's a red Digimon, now I've got 3 colours. And I know that Rapidmon is, the new one, is green and yellow, so you're not adding another colour in here. But if we add that in as a level 4 from the other stack, remember that for each of your tamers in play, you suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, and then 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon lose 5,000 power for the turn, bearing in mind you're adding that into all of the lower power you're actually getting from Kimeramon here, and it's just going ridiculous. You know, 3 Digimon are getting 9,000 less power. and then a 4th Digimon is getting 4,000 less power. And you're getting a 12,000 power Digimon that can attack even though the level 4s have attacked. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is a ridiculous Digimon in so many ways. The fact that it can Digivolve from anything, the fact that it's got Jogress from any level 4s, the fact that you can add an extra level 5 from your trash, which incidentally should mean you can pretty easily get an extra color in there as well, the fact that you're a 12,000 power Digimon, it's just ridiculous. This looks like one of the craziest, most ridiculous, most broken cards we've seen so far. And if you're playing a multicolour deck, this is ridiculous. But even if you're not playing a multicolored deck and you're not getting all the ridiculous combos I've been laying out, it doesn't really matter because this is still one card you put in your deck, and at any time in the game, you can just attack with 2 level 4s, and assuming they both survive, Jogress an attack of an 8,000 power. Even if you ignore all the other stuff that this does, the fact that you can attack with 2 level 4s and Jogress evolve to get a 3rd attack your opponent wasn't expecting, yes. And you had better believe I am thinking about level 4s here that have jamming. Because level 4s with jamming, think Tyrannomon or Frigimon, or there are a few others, they are not going to be deleted when you attack the stack. So I can attack with them knowing that they're going to survive, and then I can Jogress evolve into this and guarantee free attacks, taking out free memory using 2 level 4s. And bearing in mind, I am not paying any extra memory to get Kimeramon out, I'm just getting an extra surprise attack. Honestly, the fact that I can Jogress evolve for free from any 2 level 4s is almost as exciting to me as all the other ridiculous skills it has. I think I might have gushed about this card enough, but make no mistake about it, this is one of the most ridiculous cards we've seen, and I hope I've done a decent enough job of explaining why. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.